My people, it is a very painful thing to remember Asaba massacre. Asaba massacre, seeking healing. A lot of Nigerians don't know what happened. 7th October 1967, a lot of atrocities happened in the land of Asaba. Nigerian soldiers committed a lot of atrocities.
Anya mohona anya bianage say long the meeties. That is goodbye till we meet no more.
During Biafra war, Nigerian soldiers gathered all the male child and adults in Asaba and massacred them all. They killed many people. They killed both to adults, all the male child for inside Asaba.
1970. Anya biaka ije zutande aya Nigeria. Bia bulegu. Anya mara no bo a game of death ka iba n'imia.
In remembrance of Asaba massacre, on the 7th October 2022, we be sit at home in entire Biafra land. On that day, it is expected that all schools, all markets, all churches, all banks will shut down for the remembrance of Asaba massacre. Anybody where hear my voice, making talk to him brother, making talk to his sister, making one in children, making one everybody, where they close to them. This order is coming from Biafra spokesperson Simon Ekpa. Asina nti adahari he ebubisi ise soroya intiminsi. Any ear, when they hear word, as they cut head, and so they go cut ear full.
They open fire. Papa, where will you go? Machine gun, Gahube our people. And they were slaughtered in thousands.
Onye naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much.
He fought civil war for 30 months without rehabilitation. He ruled Nigeria for 20 months and he was detained for 40 months without the nature of his offense or without any nature of offense. 1 year after he came out from detention, we were married. I clocked 19 years as his wife in his house, legitimately. So I suffered the consequences of the PTSD, because having gone through all this at the age of 19 to handle somebody who is a former president of Nigeria and the Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, to tell the person that he is wrong, to tell him that he is wrong is the first mistake that you are doing. So at the age of 19, I had to figure out how to tell somebody of his caliber that he's wrong or he's right. And that was the beginning of my offense in his house. And contesting elections, 2003, he failed, 2007, the same thing, 2011, the same thing. All without rehabilitation. I became a psychotherapist. And finally, the whole nation raised against it, against the misuse of power and bad governance. He only succeeded when it became a movement. And here we are today. He ruled Nigeria before and is ruling Nigeria now. And this is the last and the final. failing elections 3 times was a big blow to every contestant. And also, those that have contested just yesterday, a simple primary elections, they are still living in a traumatic, condition. I tried to console them, I tried to talk to them. Some of them switch off their phones up till today, just for a primary election. You can imagine myself handling somebody at the age of 19, handling somebody that went through a war, coup d'etat, and then elections upon elections, and then finally getting to the villa 2015. Also, to tell them that this is wrong, this is right in Nigeria or in Africa in general, for a woman to tell a man is a problem. In that case, I want to use this opportunity.
You have heard the wife of the late Muhammad Buhari, how she described her husband. A man that his mind is not correct. He never went into any psychotherapy test. They never ever go and check him in a psychiatric hospital before they brought him back as a president. That she herself has PTS while marrying him. This was the man they brought to make him a president of your country. A man that needs a therapist to treat him. A man that needs a psychiatrist to check him after he has massacred people in the civil war. Killed innocent people in the civil war. He came again as a president of the country. Introduced his war against indiscipline that he used to destroy people and arrested the best governors you had during that time. The best governors you had during that time was the people he arrested. Somebody like Ambrose Ali. Ambrose Ali got blind and died in the hand of Muhammad Buhari. Somebody like former Imo State governor, Mbakwe. The best governors you had during that time were the people this man arrested and put in prison. Because he's a psycho. The wife described him very well. That she has to manage him at home. At the age of 19, she was managing him. And she herself got depressed. It is this same man, without any psychological tests, without any test, they brought him back again to come and manage the Zoological Republic. Today, look at how the Zoological Republic is. Now you see why you are where you are. You see why you are where you are. The wife I just described to you, what made you to be where you are today? And it has not ended. Their terrorist party is today packaging another person again. They are packaging another monster. You see him, they show him where he was in London riding I don't know, in a room. And that is the only thing you can show to people that you are healthy. That is how to show the people that you are fit. Very shameless people. They don't care. So shameless that they don't care about what they do. When they do certain things, they think they are showing those images or they are talking to fools. But I don't blame them because in the Zoological Republic, anything goes. In the Zoological Republic, anything goes. That is why they can be bold to do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to say, act anyhow they want to act without anybody reacting. Because already they know that the people in the zoo are in captivity. You saw the way she described her husband, who he is. And when you see all this madness happening, and you still sit down and you see somebody projecting himself as a messiah in that same system that is killing you, in the same system that is killing you, you are supporting it. Sorry. So do not miss my program today. Don't miss my program. If you want to see more and hear the exact, I'm going to play some mind-blowing video that I'm going to play today on my channel, on Choose Survival, on the next program. Just join me on the program by 5 p.m. Biafran time. You will see things. You will see why you must not believe in anybody that tells you that he's contested the election in Nigeria. They are all criminal and fraudsters. Anything that has to, they are a bunch of criminals. Just the way Mazin Nani can describe them. Just the way our Supreme Mazin Nani can describe
them. To St. Patrick around 6:30 in the evening. So it rained. We had to pin down.
Asian trick. They are part of sign agreement. New Nigeria. Let's move to for New Nigeria. Me, you talk to me about New Nigeria. You're a madman. A child of Biafra. You're to discuss New Nigeria. Thunder will kill, destroy you and your lineage. These are the idiots. When they're talking, hey, the Fulanis are coming. They are coming here. The Gambari, they are coming. So when I was telling you before, you didn't know. So you did not know before. You were deaf and dumb. When I was telling you before that they are coming, you didn't know. Imagine that they were coming. Useless set of people. Psychophants. IPOB is consistency personified. We don't change. It doesn't matter what you do. You can write your garbage. You can yap and gossip from now till 2099. That is your business. We don't move an iota. Where we are is where we are. Our agenda is our agenda. We are not shaking. Not to the right, not to the left. Unshakable. Gossip from now till the kingdom come. Unshakable. Indestructible. This movement is indestructible. Not by man. They have not given birth to you to convince me to join New Nigeria movement. A bunch of criminals and bastards everywhere. I am a child of heaven. I'm a child of heaven. I don't engage in all this nonsense. Biafra is my mission. My parents died as soon as Elohim said it is there. Look at it, I've given it to you people. And he called them. Then I move forward and then get Biafra. Nonsense. New Nigeria. Thunder fire all of you.
Have you heard it? That was the voice of Mazi Nanika. He laid course on any Biafran, mainly the Biafran. If you are a Biafran and you are talking about a new Nigeria, you are talking about the election, you are talking about obedience and P2B, he laid a course on you, and that course will follow you. Of course, you know whom we are talking about. We are talking about the supreme leader of IPOB, our spiritual leader. Whatever he says come to pass. Go and check. Everybody that he have laid course upon in the past, go and check where they are today. Every single person that Mazi Nanika have laid course upon them, go and check where they are. What is happening to them today? Mazi Nanika have laid a course to any Biafran that will stand up and talk about one Nigeria or a better Nigeria or anything Nigeria or participate in any election. Mazi Nanika laid a course, and that course will follow you. The only thing that can save you from that course is to stay away and pursue the self-determination of Biafran people. We are on a different dimension today. Biafran struggle have entered armed struggle fully. Not because we choose to, not because we want to, but because it has become necessary for us to defend ourselves by all means possible. It is out of self-defense. And I thank you, Madam Mazi Nanika, put on the ground the mechanism. And today, the ESN that Mazi Nanika put on the ground, they are standing gidigba, unshakable, unbribable, and they are ready to go. We have enough volunteer men who are ready to put their life on the line to save you and I. They are there on the ground. All they need from you is your support. Support them any way you know you can support them, you support them. If you know the way you can support them, just go ahead and support them. That is all they need from you. Support, nothing more. That is what they ask for. The earnest support is what they need ask for. Grant them that support. Because these are instruments that Chukwu Okike have placed in the heart of Mazi Nanika, and Mazi Nanika gave it to us for us to be safe. You must not play into the hand of these idiots. You must not play into the hand of these criminals. All these people that call themselves police, they are a bunch of criminals from A to Z. And they know themselves. I am going to play another video that even somebody in the north was speaking. I believe that man is an Hausa king, not a Fulani king. He was saying it, how criminal these politicians are. Every single one of them. How they are criminal minded, that they don't mean well for you and I. people that don't obey their own law. They obey the country's law. And everything about them is manipulation. Nobody votes them in. They ring themselves into power at every given time. And all of a sudden, you continue to waste your time and waste your time that you want to support. The only thing that can save the indigenous people in this republic is what? Referendum. Self-determination for any group. The Oduduwa go their separate ways. The Arewa go their separate ways. The Biafran people go home. That is the only rescue. The only thing that will rescue us. Let us hear this man once again. I've played before.
So those who go to politics must understand that you cannot live the truth. We have the laws of God in the Quran and the Bible. We have the Constitution of Nigeria. We have the party constitution. Go and see what is going on. The politicians are not obeying any. They are not obeying the law of God. They are not obeying the Constitution of Nigeria. They are not even obeying the laws of their own party. As a result, virtually no party has leadership. In fact, no party in Nigeria is a party. Because the meaning of party is a set of people who share common objectives. But what we have is a set of idiots who each want to have an office from the party. And idiots can never make a successful organization. Every organization to succeed, the members must aim, uphold, and commit themselves to keeping to the truth. They must uphold and commit themselves to being patient. So if you are not wanted, then you don't leave the party, you die, you fight, you kill. What for? Whatever position you hold, you are not going to be the first one. And whatever position you hold is not going to be permanent. There will be a day when it will end. And what have you seen? People who leave governor today and arrested tomorrow. Why do I even want to be? So all these people fighting for offices, and not one day are these politicians coming together to ask one question. You know the one question they don't ask? What do we do to improve the people of Nigeria? No. It is what do I do so that I become governor? Then why do you want to be a governor if you are an idiot? What is the meaning of idiot? You know the meaning of idiot? It's a Greek word. It means a person who only thinks of himself. If everybody thinks of himself, who is going to have a wife? Which wife is going to have a husband? So unless our politicians accept that truth, the truth is the truth. We must set up rule. The rules are already there. Yeah, you understand? There is no party that has no constitution. And then you see them going to court to interpret the constitution. Are you mad people? You made the constitution yourself. Who do you need to interpret it? It's only that you are not honest to yourselves. Because you sat down and wrote it. If you don't know the meaning and you wrote, what will Abbas Tafida call you? You know, mad people. Because only a madman will write a thing and he needs somebody to interpret the very thing he has written. So I will tell the parties, you all have your constitution. The nation has a constitution. And you are supposed to be a set of people with common goals, common objectives. So please show us you have common goals. Show us you have rules made by your party. Show us you have respect for the Constitution of Nigeria. Do not transfer the election to the courts. Our Vice President himself honestly accepted that guilt. The courts have become those who are appointing the governors. In another reverse, I respect him as a lawyer, but what he's saying is, we as politicians, we have failed to act on even what we know. We know the Constitution, we know the fact, and we failed, we wait for the court to judge. In many places, you see 4 people who go to a village, hide, and write the results. They have finished delegate, they have finished this, they want all the delegates to belong to one person. Then why do we have the democracy? Yeah, you understand? So the second part is they take money and give to youth. These youth are young people.
You have from this man, everything he says are right. You see the name he called those politicians. He called them idiots and mad people. Bunch of idiots and mad people. That is how he described them. And that is exactly what they are. But the difference from us and this kind of people is that they only know the problem, talk about the problem, but they don't have solution. The difference between us and these people is that they are just playing to the gallery by saying whatever they are saying. The difference between us and these people is that we know the solution and we are pursuing the solution. That is the difference between us and somebody who is talking this form. With his position, he is still helpless. But we know the solution and we are pursuing the solution. The foundation is faulty. And when the foundation is faulty, there is nothing the righteous can do. You cannot build something on nothing. It doesn't matter how you are made. Everything that these solutions are pursuing today is the agenda of the British and the Caliphate to subjugate their people, to use the military force to oppress and to subdue their people through the police, through the army. That is the only objective. They never have any plan for the citizens, not even one. Whatever Peter Obi is saying today, every other politician have said it in the past. Some politicians have preached better than he did. And sometimes when you hear him speak, you think as if these are things that have been saying again and again and again and again. These politicians have been described by this man as bunch of idiots and mad people. That is why Mazen Nangano said, mad people everywhere. More reason why we must get out of this republic. We can't continue to deal with mad people. We want a nation where our rights will be respected. We want to be in a safe nation where humanity will be respected. A nation where you will see people who are patriotic to that nation, who will hit their check and say, this is my nation, I can die for it. Today, nobody can die for Nigeria. Nobody is patriotic to Nigeria, including those who are calling themselves elder statesmen. They are not patriotic to the country. Everybody is talking about his own tribe, his own section. Because everybody is talking about his own section, his own right, because we are not the same and we never be the same. Lastly, I want to play the video to prove to you. We are not the same and we never be.
There was a genocide against the Biafra people.
Right.
The who were trying, the Igbo people who were trying to form an independent nation of Biafra. They wanted to be separate from the country that the British Empire had imposed on us, which was this country of Nigeria, where they kind of took a bunch of independent nations who don't have anything to do with each other, don't even speak each other's language, don't relate. Many of them were even enemies and warring at the time, smushed them all together and drew these arbitrary lines around them and called them countries and named those countries.
Right.
And then said, now y'all get along and do a country for us and be a union for us. And then go through, contentious, bloody independence processes that never really yield any real independence. You're still part of a commonwealth afterwards.
True.
And you have the eternal meddling in your affairs and the eternal extraction of your resources and the eternal fomenting of divisiveness and infighting in order to be able to control you. This is what an oppressor does, a colonizer does. These are tactics and strategies of dominance.
Right.
We were subjected to that as a larger unit of Nigeria. And then when the Igbo people said, we want our own thing, let's go and do that. Well, it so happened to be that the territory that this new country of Biafra was going to be in included very, very rich oil reserves. And the British were not going to let go of that.
Wow.
And the people that they had put in power, their puppet Nigerian governments weren't going to do that either because they needed it for the Nigerian project.
Right.
And Britain needed it for its own interests and uses. So Great Britain got directly involved in this civil war and in the war for independence and decided that they would do everything to make sure.
You heard it. If you can't understand the way I've spoken, at least you understand what this woman has said. That in the Zoological Republic, the people in there have nothing in common. We have nothing in common. These are different nations that are forced together. And today, we are asking that a referendum should be conducted so that these nations should be on their own. Self-determination for all these nations. That is the only thing that can bring a lasting peace in the Zoological Republic. Anything short of that is a mirage. Anything short of that is a lie. Don't believe it. The only thing that can give the assurance of peace and progress is disintegration of the Zoological Republic. Let all these nations that are marched together by force go their separate ways. But it doesn't matter what they do or what they say, whether they agree or not. Biafrans are going already. We are ready to go home. And no man born of a woman can stop us. We are going home. I appreciate everybody that has joined me on this broadcast from the beginning to the end. If you join me for Biafra land, Chukwu Okike Abiyama will guide and protect you, and you will never lose your life. No weapon of the enemy will affect you. Everybody has joined me on this broadcast from the beginning to the end. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama. Every hand that has shared this video, every hand that has shared and liked this video, Chukwu Okike Abiama will protect you. You will definitely see Biafra. You will celebrate in Biafra land and raise the flag of that Sulabas in Africa. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Biafra all over the world. Guide and protect the Ududuwas all over the world. Guide and protect the Middle Belters. Even the other ones, if they so choose, Chukwu Okike Abiama protect them also, for them to be able to have the senses and get their own nation. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect Sunday Igboho, secure him and inspire him. Give him the strength to continue on the struggle. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect our brother Simon Ekpa. Continue to give him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Continue to increase his mental toughness, so that he will continue to lead this troop until the last minute. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who he has given us as a leader. We pray for him wherever he is, that no weapon formed against him shall prosper. Every poison that have injected in his body shall be neutralized in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Whatever evil they are planned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall never stand. Wherever he is, no weapon formed or fashioned against him shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. They will kill us. We will kill them. But at the end of the day, Biafra will definitely come. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And God bless. I will see you next. Join me on my next broadcast by 5 p.m. on my YouTube channel, and we will continue from there. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold the whole of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals. They are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.